Hey YouTube, I wanted to talk a little bit about fractional gold. I actually went and got some fractional gold out for you guys to see because there are certainly some pros and cons that have to do with buying fractional gold. So you've got some examples in front of you. I've got the half ounce on the far left, then I've got the quarter ounce in the middle, and then finally I've got the little baby 10 ounce there. And there are some real cons to buying fractional gold. The premiums are a lot higher. So you'd be much better off in terms of a cost per ounce, in terms of cost per ounce, if you simply would just go and save up and do your dollar cost averaging and then save up and buy that full ounce of gold. Now, another thing is that these fractional gold pieces, they are harder to store. I'm not gonna lie. If you're stacking full ounces, it's easy to just put it in the tube, and you can do tubes of these guys as well, but those tubes, you know, they take up a little more space than the full ounce tubes. So those are a couple of the downsides. Another one might be that when you do go to sell, it's going to be a lot more transactions that you're going to have to do. So in terms of transactions, like if you want to sell $2,000 worth of gold, well, you're going to have to take, potentially, in this example, you'd have to take 1, 2, 3 coins in to sell, as opposed to just having one coin there to sell. So there really are some cons that come with fractional gold, but you'll notice that I've got some examples in front of you, so I must be, into it at least somewhat. So there's got to be some pros. So let's talk about some of the pros of fractional gold. So probably the biggest thing that people run into is that it's so much quicker and easier to stack. Like, what do I mean by that? You just don't have to save up to whatever the gold price is. I know gold has shot up to like 2,400, and you simply don't have to wait that long. You can start stacking gold when you only have, $200 potentially with the smaller 10th ounce, and kind of go up from there. So there's a price point for everyone to kind of get into the gold market, and that's a really good thing. Now, as you go bigger in gold, you'll save more and more on premiums, and the half ounce coin, you're not going to be paying as much premium as you will the 1/10 ounce. So that's one thing to keep in mind, that even within the fractional gold, you might want to consider going with the slightly higher weight of fractional gold. Now, few of the other advantages is that if gold goes to the moon, you hear people talking about this all the time, and on our channel we try and keep a little more level head that, hey, gold is probably not going to go to the moon, and you're not going to have to worry about gold shooting up to $10,000, because that's probably not going to happen unless some kind of crazy reset happens, and if that happens, you've got bigger fish to fry than your gold. You're more worried about putting food on the table. So if gold shoots up, though, it would be easier to sell. I'd consider that kind of a secondary or smaller thing to look at. I think one of the bigger things that I like to use fractional gold to do is the fact that it'll allow me not just to collect and stack, but it also will save up or leave room for my savings to also collect some of the series that I want to be collecting, because after a while I probably am going to want to buy some of those lunars or some other series, and I'm going to keep that going year after year. And if I'm spending everything on my straight eagles, then I won't have enough funds to actually buy the series and collect the series that I want to. And part of that comes down to the fun factor. We like to be able to buy the things that we like, and fractional gold allows me to do that. Not to mention, I think that it's just cool. It's cool to have these little tiny pieces that are worth so much. So that's the part I wanted to talk to you about today, was just that fractional gold certainly has a place in my stacking strategy. If I made more money, I think I probably would stack a little more on the 1 ounce side, but we all start where we are, and we do the best that we can. But even if you're, a high value investor, there's certainly a place in your stack for a little bit of fractional gold. And I hope that all of you will consider stacking a little bit of that fractional gold. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, you took something out of this video, and hopefully that you find a place to continue your stack. If you have any questions or if I can be of any assistance, feel free to reach out. And if you like this video, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care, y'all.